Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on how to do Lewis structures in Chem 101. So when you first load up a question, it's going to look like this. Over here on the left-hand side, you're going to have electrons, and where my head is, where I'm going to disappear, you're going to have bonds. Whatever is red is selected. You can select the bonds. So like right now, if you're selecting an atom, you can change the number of electrons around it. So like that's how you would add in a lone pair. So you would just keep dragging it up until you've got the appropriate number of lone pairs. You could also say, I want another bond to come off of this atom. So like in the case of CH4, you're supposed to have 4 bonds off of this thing. So now the red dot in the middle is your thing that you're selected. You can go down to where it says element or change element. You can click carbon and it changes it to carbon. You can, yep. You got to make sure that you change like each of the dots. So like whatever's red is selected. So up here, now I've selected the top dot. And so I can go to hydrogen, and now I've made that hydrogen. I can select this dot. I can change it to hydrogen. And then this one, I can select like fluorine. Oh no, I didn't mean fluorine. Well, I just keep the fluorine, and then I just go back to hydrogen. And then this one, I can go to hydrogen. Let's say that you wanted a double bond between your carbon and your hydrogen, though. To do that, you need to select the bond itself, and you need to change the bond type up. So this is how you change from a single bond to a double bond to a triple bond. You have to select the bond itself. And one of the other cool things about this is when you draw these out, you can actually see what the formal charges are. It calculates that for you, and it shows up here in these little gray circles. And it will also tell you, it will also tell you the number of valence electrons around each atom. So if you're working with something that needs the octet rule, you can clearly see how many valence electrons are around a given species. And so that is pretty much how you manipulate and draw Lewis structures here in Chem 101.